In this video, we create an installable executable from your previously developed macro module. This standalone installer can then be distributed to other systems for installation without having a MeVisLab SDK. Creating standalone applications requires an additional MeVisLab Application Builder license. Open the MeVisLab Project Wizard and select Standalone Application. Before creating an installer, make sure to have all necessary tools installed. MeVisLab can check the availability for you. At least download and install ANSYS and Dependency Walker or dependencies. Add both executables to your path environment variable and restart MeVisLab. Select your macro module in the package and click Next. The General Settings dialog allows you to define a name for your application. You can also define a version. In our case, we decide not to be finished and have a version 0.5. You can include debug files and decide to build a desktop or web application. We want to build an application installer for a desktop system. You can decide to precompile your Python files and you have to select your MeVisLab Application Builder license. Define your license text, which is shown during installation of your executable. You can decide to use our predefined text, select a custom file, or do not include any license text. The next dialog can be skipped for now. You can include additional files into your installer which are not automatically added by MeVisLab from the dependency analysis. Define how the window of your application shall look. Skip the next dialog. We do not need additional installer options. The MeVisLab tool runner starts generating your installer. After finishing installer generation, you will find a link to the target directory of your files. The target directory of your installer contains the following files. The batch file allows you to generate the executable again via a Windows batch file. You do not need the project wizard anymore now. The resulting installer file for your application is an executable. The ML install file provides all information you just entered into the wizard. We will need this in a future video where we build the installer again after modifications. The file is initially generated by the project wizard. Having a valid file already, you can create new versions by using the MeVisLab tool runner. The shell script allows you to generate the executable again via a Unix shell like bash. You do not need the project wizard anymore now. The third-party file contains all third-party software tools MeVisLab integrated into your installer from dependency analysis. The file contains the tool name, version, license and general information about the tool. You can now execute the installer of your application. The installer initially shows a welcome screen showing the name and version of your application. Next, you will see your selected license agreement from the project wizard and a selection to install for anyone or just for the current user. You can also select to create shortcuts and desktop icons. The last step is to select the target directory for your application. After the installer finished the setup, you will find a desktop icon and a start menu entry for your application. MeVisLab executables require an additional runtime license. It makes sure that your resulting application needs to be licensed, too. Free evaluation licenses of the MeVisLab Application Builder and MeVisLab Runtime licenses for testing purposes can be requested. Please contact us. After entering your license file, the application runs and you can use it on a customer system. For further information, please have a look at www.mevislab.de.